G'day guys, it's Robbie here again, and I want to chat to you a little bit today about finding your tribe and getting them to connect with you. Because it's all good and well if you've got your content right, because you've got a great niche, and you've nailed that, and you've now putting great content out there. Well, it's got to land in the right places, otherwise you're going to be just scattergunning all over the place, hoping to get a few hits along the way, and we don't want that. So you've got to think about it like this. I mean, if you've ever been to a market, a fresh market where they've got a fruit store, they've got a bakery, and they maybe have a deli, where you can pick up your meats and stuff like this. Now you know very well that if you want to go get some fruit, you go to the fruiterer. If you want to get some bread, you go to the baker. If you want to go get some meats, you go to the deli or the butcher to get that. You're not going to go to the fruiterer for your meat, right? You're not going to go to the baker for your fruit. Yeah, you're starting to pick up what I'm putting down. So when it comes to connecting, you want to connect with your ideal future client in the places that they're actually hanging out, where you know that they're the kind of people that go, hey, you're selling apples, they want to buy apples. It's as simple as that. We're just connecting the dots. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people do here is what they do is they go shopping at the supermarket. And so they go, right, well, let's just go to the supermarket because I know that they're all in there somewhere, and I'll eventually pull them all out of there. Great, but there are so many of them to trawl through and try to get that messaging and that cut through that you're going to spend, a lot of the content that you're going to produce is only going to land on a certain number of ears, and so it's going to be a little bit ineffective. And we talked about that when we looked at the difference in the funnel of having a niche not nailed versus nailed. And this is the model that's going to turn that into a really broad net, and then so much work just to whittle down to maybe 1 or 2 paying clients. You don't want to do that. And so you want to avoid going to places where there are so many people that may be part of your niche, but also there's so many people that aren't, because it's going to be super ineffective. All your content is going to be pretty ineffective, and you want to avoid that at all costs. So you really, really, really want to focus on connecting in places where you've got the exact type of person, your ideal future client, hanging out in there, because then you can continuously add value, contribute to communities where your stuff actually helps. Same again, if you're a person who sells bread, well, go and hang out where the bakery is so you can connect with the people who are buying bread. Same again. If it's meat, go to the deli. Somebody who wants to buy meat and you're selling meat, will go to the places where people are buying meat. And if you don't do this, you can spend huge amounts of time really ineffectively putting, you've nailed your niche, you've got great content, but it's landing in the wrong places. And so you get frustrated, and I see this often. People get so frustrated because my content's great. Why aren't people, connecting with me? Why isn't it not really doing anything for me? It's because they're sitting in the wrong place and not connecting in the right places where their tribe, their people are hanging out. So you don't want that to be the case. So you want to make sure that you are hanging out in the places where your ideal future client is ready to go, and they're already looking for what it is that you do. And that's how you make sure that you connect with your ideal future client. So always be growing, and 100% you've got this.